And we welcome you to the Southwood County 2000 Rec Center for tonight's matchup between the Quezon Vipers and the Wisconsin Rapids Riverkings. You're watching Wisconsin Rapids community media coverage. Art Napgezek is our videographer and producer. And my name is Milton Natta, set to call the play for you tonight. Riverkings in white with the green and the blue trim.
From Domino's Pizza, Ryan Mans.
Quezon Vipers wearing black, some gray and blue accents. We're going to let you take a look here at the ceremonial puck drop before tonight's game. See some familiar faces, some veterans of this Riverkings program that will be taking part here in a moment. Ryan Mance, Austin Quarters. Here comes Ryan.
Now our second honoree for the puck drop from Domino's Pizza, Ryan Mans, Austin Quarters, and Devin Roeder.
Devin Roeder, the assistant coach, out there as well, representing Domino's Pizza on the second puck drop. So the pregame ceremonies are over and we're set to play hockey. Dom Pachaco is in goal to our left for the Riverkings, and goal to our right for the Vipers. It's Jake Meester. Here's the starting five for your Riverkings. Back on defense, it'll be Zach Hartley along with Chase McKenzie. The forward line is Jesse Edwards, and he'll be there with Jared Stevenson and Richard Young. Riverkings have 13 points on the year. They are 6-7. One of those losses an overtime loss. So good to be with you from the Rec Center. The Riverkings spent a good 2 months on the road. They played, those 13 games, and exactly 12 of them were on the road. And this is just their second home game, and we're happy to have it for you on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Edwards to take the draw. He steps in against Justin Gibbons. Gibbons, Bergner, and Stokes up front. Boyer and Hoyle are on defense for the Vipers. The black-clad Vipers shot in from center. They'll chase in the corner, and Richard Young goes in to do the digging away for the Riverkings. Now Stokes comes free with it. He's got a man behind the defense, but that pass doesn't click, and it goes past Pachaco and all the way to the back boards. There was a breakaway to be had there if that pass clicked, but fortunately for the Riverkings, it did not. Now the Vipers hold it in momentarily. Edwards comes away. He has Stevenson pushing to the net. Now Edwards to the forehand. He shoots, save, and no rebound there to be collected by Edwards. And it's past Fleming just onto the ice at the point. We are a minute in here on a Saturday night at the Rec Center. Skating away comes Bergner. He's got a little room here. Shoots through a screen. And it's Pachaco who goes down to make the save. Going down into the butterfly to gather in that screened shot. Off the draw, won by the Riverkings and Cole Krieger. Quickly turning back the Vipers and Haas. He's ridden off the puck by Adam Peterson. They battle away in the near corner. Riverkings are able to shoot it to center, but it's turned right back in quickly by the Vipers and Evan Erdman. Now they try to find Peterson breaking through center, and Krieger coming with him, but that pass does not click. Krieger's able to shoot one through the high crease, but not on goal. Oh, the puck comes in front, and a chance there by Krachnik, and He just couldn't gather in the puck. Backhanded through center by Colin Moore. That leaves Luke Millis to chase after it. And down goes one of the Vipers, spinning to the ice. That was Lake Powell. No penalty call. Good clean hit on Powell. Now here comes Trevino to send one through and off the skate of Powell. And the Vipers are unable to get it out. Turned right back in by the Riverkings, but they go for a line change. So Powell comes in, snaps one off the leg of Colin Moore into the near corner. Now it's Day after it, but he'll be beaten to the puck by TJ Albano of the Vipers. Blast from the point, through a screen, it's free, it's in, it's goal! On the rebound, it's Tanner Day. Moore will get one assist. I don't know if there will be a second, but Tanner Day poked in the rebound. Meester made the save off the blast from Moore, but that puck bounced off of his left shoulder, fell in the crease, and Day put it away. 1-0 Riverkings. We'll get the full call here in just a moment. Stokes backhands it in, and it's picked up by Zach Hartley. Stevenson pushes it out. The first man to get it will be Young. Young drives, lost control of it. He got it out front, but no one there.
Assistant number 14 is Zach Hartley, and number 7, Carson Bayoff. That's Dave Ryan for the first Riverkings goal. Let's go, Kings!
All right, so Hartley was the man who shot it from the point. I stand corrected there. We'll get you the other assist here momentarily. That was Bayoff with the other assist. So Carson Bayoff and Zach Hartley get assists on the Day goal. It's Riverkings up 1-0. Now here's a 2-on-1 chance for the Vipers. Off of Pacheco into the near corner. So they dig away. 4 men in the corner looking to get it. Walking down the goal, and a beautiful pass and a beautiful left leg save by Dom Pacheco. Here comes Stevenson with a head of steam. He's trying to get by Bergner. He's taken down. And is there a penalty here? There is. No penalty shot, but a penalty. Fans, that was really, really close to being a penalty shot, but they say it's a 2-minute minor. It will go against Nick Schemmel. Nick Schemmel, number 12, got the hold, and that will put the Riverkings on the power play. There's Mr. Schemmel in the sin bin to our right, and here comes the Riverkings on the power play. Fleming will bat it down with the glove. He's going to fake a shot and move it to Steer at right point. Cole Krieger. Now Steer at the right point. A gives it off to Steer, shoots it wide. Backhanded by Krieger, but not to the front. 1:35 for the Riverking power play. They battle for it, and coming free with the puck gets Jordan Steer, the Texan. A big blast by Fleming, and Meester looks behind him, but it is in between his leg pads. He makes a save on the 7th shot of the night for the Riverkings. They still have nearly 1:30 left on this power play, looking to build on an early 1-0 lead. Edwards draws it to the boards, but it comes onto the stick of the Vipers' Ben Haas, and he shoots it all the way down. Hartley spins away from a check, kicks it to his stick, but Boyer is able to turn it back. Now McKenzie lost it to Stevenson, and the Riverkings will have to get things organized in their own end and bring it through center again with a minute left on that power play. Here's McKenzie. Edwards moves it ahead in the middle. Young, he shoots, he scores! Richard Young on the power play. And the Riverkings lead at 2-0. We will get the assist for you momentarily. But the Riverkings, who did not have a strong first period last night, have had a great start to this hockey game. We're barely 5 minutes in and they're up 2-0. Stokes, he had it for a moment.
23 in the first period. We have a River King power play goal. Scorer number 27, Richard Young. Assistant number 15, Jesse Edwards. And number 55, Chase McKenzie. That's Young from Edwards and McKenzie for the River Kings power play goal.
Edwards and McKenzie get the assists on that goal. Here's a centering pass onto the stick of the Vipers. Comes out to the line, but it's quickly turned back by Colin Moore. Up the near wing, Powell drops it in, takes a hit from Krieger. Adam Peterson shoots it off the boards, and will this be an icing? It will, with 13:41 to go. In the first period, it's the Riverkings 2 and the Vipers nothing, on the strength of goals by Richard Young and the other by Tanner Day. We'll get you up to date on the standings in the Premier Midwest West Division. The Hudson Havoc have jumped to the front here's a shot that goes off of he went down to block Powell's blast from the point. Here's another one through traffic, but Dom Pachaco found that one and made his third save of the night. After the Vipers visit this weekend, the Rum River Mallards will be here next weekend at the Rec Center to take on the Riverkings. Powell through traffic, right at the side of the net was Bergner, but he couldn't get a stick on that puck and direct it past Pachaco. Oh, man's ahead of the field. It's Millis, but he couldn't get it. And he goes down. Oh, boy, was that a high hit? There's no penalty call forthcoming. Millis took a big hit and spilled the ice at the blue line. Fleming looking to move away from the forecheck of Haas. At center, Millis moves by Powell, but goes down, and that allows the Vipers to get puck possession. Fleming shooting it off a man in the Viper zone. Oh, look at that action right in front of our camera position. Art getting all of the action as if you were right in the bench of the Quezon Vipers. Turning back. Here's a shot. Pachaco's got a rebound there. Powell follows up. And, that was Adams that had the follow-up shot, but Pachaco steered that one away. Zach Hartley turns back in his own end. And it's stolen away here by the Vipers, but they're in the midst of a line change, so that'll give Hartley some time to get back for the Riverkings. McDonald drops it into the far corner. First man in to dig for it's Maselli. McKenzie to take Paquin off the puck. The Riverkings are on top 2-0. Fast start tonight for the Riverkings. Stevenson backhands it along. Edwards is racing to the net as Young tried to get it to the trailing defenseman Moore, and Colin will have to go back after it. Young chips it for Stevenson. He overskated the puck. Now the Riverkings get onside. Young fires one off the paddleboard of Meester. 11 minutes and 1 second to go in the first period. Riverkings up 2-0. Cole Krieger's out there with Peterson and A. Steer and Fleming are the defense pair. And they dig away after it. The Vipers able to step away. Powell steps by his second man. And he moves it on to right wing. And they try to get a pass across the crease, but could not. That play was nearly offside. Peterson driving right wing. Bergner does a good job there to push him off the puck. And now those two scrap a bit in behind the goal. A River King goes down to the ice. Now the River Kings are going to come up with the puck here. Steer at the right point. One time or no. Fleming will pull it in and he'll head down the boards. Goes down, but Peterson is the first to the puck. Adams steps in. Tries to get it in front for A, but it'll be moved out to Fleming. He kind of steered that towards the front. Now we've got a penalty call coming. It's a cross check. And let's see who this goes against. It's going to go against Powell. Lake Powell of the Vipers. And so second power play opportunity in the first half of the first period for the River Kings. They'll send out Edwards to take the draw. Hartley.
At 9:47 of the first period, we have a Viper penalty by number 22, Lake Powell.
Hartley now along the blue line. Edwards with room, steps in, fires it. He hit the post. He hit the post or the crossbar, maybe right at the intersection of those two. Pachuco will be able to steer that one to the back glass. Now Hartley ahead for Young on the fly. Stevenson, can he turn the corner? He'll turn behind the net. Richard Young's in front. Edwards following up. Hartley now. 1:15 for this power play. Hartley shot it right off the stick of Justin Gibbons. Here's a shot into the glove, the catching glove of Meester. And now we've got a little bit of a dust up. In behind the Vipers' goal. Jesse Edwards tending to things for the River Kings. One minute, 3 seconds left on this power play opportunity. And Steer gets control of the puck. Now Krieger lost it momentarily. Steer will hold it in by shooting it down to Peterson in behind the goal line. Fleming walking along the blue line. Steer to Krieger. Krieger. Peterson's in front. That's where they try to go with it. Puck's free. Now, remember, that man cannot grasp the puck with his glove. River Kings still have it. Where's that puck? It's in behind the goal. To the far boards. First to get there, Stokes, I believe. No, that was Bergner. I'm sorry, Bergner. River Kings have it. They'll move it to Steer with 12 seconds on the power play. Give and go with Fleming. Now A lost it with 3 seconds. He goes down. There's a stick on the ice. We're at full strength. Steer back checked by Powell as he comes out of the box. There's a backhander and a goal by Peterson. The River Kings just kept digging and digging, and that stick kept getting in the way and behind the goal. But they would not be deterred, and they get it in front to Adam Peterson, and he backhands it in. We'll see who gets the assists on the call from downstairs in a moment. But right now, with 7:52 to go in the first period, the River Kings are on top 3-0. Up chest high, Pachaco makes the save, and there's another. So Krieger and A get the assists. The River Kings are up 3-0. Shots are 10-4 Wisconsin Rapids. Two officials right there at the blue line, both skip rope to miss the puck. The Vipers shoot it in and make a line change. River Kings look to break out here. And it's intercepted by Powell. He heads the other way. 2-on-2. That one deflected off the stick of Justin Tervino. Interesting to look at this. Oh, and a goal. We got a goal by the Vipers just as I was looking down to count the number of River Kings who are Texans. The answer to that, by the way, is 3. We have a goal by the Vipers. And we'll get the call. Again, folks, my head was down. I'm sorry. Goal comes here at 13:36 to make it 3-1. Meanwhile, the River Kings head coach Marty Quarters takes a timeout. I think he's a bit displeased about that goal in terms of how it transpired, and he's going to let his team know about that, perhaps about a bit of carelessness there. By the way, those 3 River Kings who are Texans, Peyton Carter, Jordan Steer, and Justin Trevino, all hail from the Lone Star State. And then when we did a program, a preseason, well, maybe it wasn't preseason, maybe it was the November edition actually of, or rather the October edition of River King Hockey, that we got a chance to meet a couple of those kids. So Gibbons gets the goal. Stokes gets the assist. 3-1 now. And here's a shot through traffic, and Richard Young had a great chance. And now he backhands one on goal as he's spilled to the ice. And as you watch this River King hockey game on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, we're appreciative to Art Napgezek for his goal camera replays of every single goal. We've had 4 of them here in this first period, and you get a chance to look at every one of them on the replay and from that special angle high above the net. A shot is a weak shot off of the pads of Meester and goal. Peterson tried to carry it back in, but he was stripped of the puck by Haas. Now Powell out. He had it poke checked away by Steer. That would have put the play offside, so the Vipers retreat to get onside. Fleming skating around the back of his own net, has his pocket picked, and out front Pachaco had to make one save. That one's wide and is not a shot on goal. And over at the far point, Stasny tried to get a shot off. Now Peterson will get there first. He's got a 1-on-2, and that was definitely poke checked away from him by Lake Powell. Puck comes out to center, and 2 River Kings spill one another to the ice there. We're under 5 minutes to go in this first period. The Riverkings are on top 3-1. They scored the first 3 of the night. Smith has it pop high into the air. He shot it off the stick of Gibbons, and that one went way up there, way up high in the air. Moore drops it in. Meester will cover up with Millis coming to the front. As we go through the second period tonight, we will get you up to date on what's going on in the Western Division of the Premier Midwest Hockey League. Give you all of the standings as they involve the 9 teams that are in the Western Division this year. And battle for control, and the Vipers will be able to get it out of the zone into center. Maselli does a nice job of breaking up the rush as he rode Spinks off the puck. Shot to the far boards. Chipped along into the zone by Maselli. It's Hartley shooting it high and wide of the stick side of Meester. Hartley fires one in behind the goal for McKenzie. He's able to hold it in. Hartley, he wanted to try to get it in front. Nothing doing there. McKenzie, rebound. Nope, Meester's able to control it from the start. And with that shot on goal, the Riverkings have 16. They peppered the Vipers with 68. Yeah, you heard that right. 68 shots on goal. Tonight they have 16, and we're not even through the first period yet. Fleming. Now they tried a little give and go there between Stevenson and Edwards. Jesse ridden off the puck in the corner. A steal here by Stevenson for Edwards. A little bit behind Edwards, and Haas intercepts and turns it out. Here comes Boyer. Boyer gets himself some space, but a stick save by Pachaco that goes up into the netting and out of play with 2:50 to go first period. And now we're going to do this over. Cole Krieger steps in to take this draw against Stokes, and he wins it back to Trevino on defense. Ooh, centering pass here, sifted in between the circles. Quinn turns back, shot it off the stick of Moore and out of play. Ever since that goal by the Vipers, the game has lacked a little bit of flow. Been a little bit choppy in terms of just, oh, there's a free puck to coming right in front of Pachaco, but no shot on goal. Peterson down, he puts it in front, and chipping away at it was Themo A of Metamora, Michigan. And now Adam Peterson having some words. One of the Vipers, and there's still some scrapping going on down there. It took a long time, didn't it? Here's a backhander. Krieger, he bangs away, and he scores on the rebound. He put the rebound of his own shot in the net. That comes at 17:46 and makes it 4-1 Riverkings. And after you get a look at the celebration, Art will show you the replay of how that puck comes in front. Krieger gets the first shot, and then he gets his own rebound and he puts it in. We'll get the assists in a moment. 4-1 Riverkings as we approach the 2-minute mark remaining here in the first period. Fleming dragging that puck through center.
At 17:46 in the first period, we have another Riverking goal. Scored by number 11, Zach Maselli.
Oh, I'm sorry, Maselli. All right, I stand corrected, folks. I had 12, not 11 there. It's 11, Zach Maselli, who gets the goal, and then A gets his second assist, and Peterson gets an assist in his second point of the period. Okay, all right. So I was right the first time. It was Krieger who got the goal, and they now have given it. Probably what happened there is that after the announcement on the bench, they corrected the scorer's bench. It's the referee's job to come over after goals and assign the goal and the assists. And sometimes they miss a number, just like I thought I had missed a number. And then the bench will say, no, that was Krieger who got the goal, and they'll make that correction. So it's Krieger's goal. It's still A and Peterson on the assist, but Cole Krieger is able to get that goal, and he now has 2 points. So Krieger, A, and Peterson all have 2 points on the score sheet in the first period. We're under a minute to go. It's 4-1 Riverkings with a 4-goal outburst to start the game in the first period. Day chips it in. It'll be on goal, and it'll be the 21st shot on goal of the period. But it's turned aside by Meester. Now Stevenson has time, 25 seconds. He comes in, he shoots. Oh, that one rolled right up the right arm of Meester. Now, is this going to be a breakaway? No, McKenzie worked really hard to prevent exactly that from happening. 10 seconds for the first. And the period ends, and the Riverkings lead 4-1. Tanner Day gets a goal. Richard Young, Adam Peterson, and Cole Krieger. 4 Riverking goals, and they lead it 4-1. Shots on goal in that first period were 22 for the Riverkings and 9 for the Vipers. We'll have second period action for you coming right up after a short break on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. So we're set for the second period of play between the Riverkings and the Vipers here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Milton Van Natta calling the play. Art Napgezek providing the video production. Riverkings are on top 4-1 as we start the second. Meester remains in. Let me see now, maybe not. I just want to check that to our. Looks like we have a new goaltender for the Vipers. It is. Caleb Harris has gone into goal for the Vipers to our left. Pacheco still in there for the Riverkings, but Harris in goal for the Vipers. Meester gave up 4 in the first, and he's now on the bench. Play here is in the Riverking end. Chip to the blue line and out. Richard Young will be the first to get there. He's got Edwards flying with him. A shot, and it's snared out of the air by Caleb Harris. So first shot that Caleb Harris looks at is a whistling one up around his left ear. But he made the stop, his first of the night, and the 23rd shot on goal. Boy, I tell you, those shots on goal in this series mounting now for the Riverkings. That one shot wide off of A's stick. And chipped to center where Steer turns it in, but the Riverkings have to tag up and get onside. Boy, he gets around a man or two. Down into the butterfly. Pacheco, now where's that puck? Is it under Dom's back and out of the goal? It appears to be. Well, that from what I saw, real time, folks, the defenseman almost knocked it into his own goal. Now, maybe a look at the replay might show us something different. But as I watched that, I thought that almost went off of Jordan Steer and into his own net. Not because of a bad play he made, but as the puck bounces, if you will. 23-11 shots on goal, Riverkings. Now here comes Krachnik. Krachnik fires, and another save by Harris. Well, I tell you what, he steps into the game, and within the first minute and a half, he's tested twice. Little bit of pace here to the second period that was lacking at times in the first. Out of the zone off the draw, and the Riverkings will have to chase. Oh, that was shot right off of Melis's back. Haas, cross ice for Boya. Tried to center it between the circles for Bergner, but nothing doing there. Now coming free, it's Bergner. He shoots it, and a kick save with the left leg by Pacheco. Now they hold the zone again with Erdman at the point, shooting it deep. Riverkings come away with it, and Colin Moore. Now this is going to be an icing against the Riverkings. Vipers hold it into the River King end here. Shot by Powell. That went off of I think that deflected off of the catching glove of Pacheco and into the screen. Opening 2.5 minutes, and really, now it's interesting because the Riverkings have had two good scoring chances, the better scoring chances, but the territorial play has been to the advantage of the Vipers, and that's a good example right there of the Riverkings not being able to get it out of the zone, and it turns into a goal. Again, a goal along the goal line. It wasn't what you'd call a great scoring chance, but it ends up behind Pacheco and into the goal. 2 minutes and 42 seconds in to the second period. It's 4-2 after the Vipers, who we just had mentioned, their territorial edge, and they take advantage of that and get another deep goal. Usually goals come from out in front of the goaltender, but these goals by the Vipers have been down along the goal line. Gibbons the goal. Stokes gets an assist, and here come the Riverkings back trying to get that one back. Puck shot through traffic and given away. Richard Young shot it right off of one of the Vipers. Fleming, and that's offside. Raymond pulled it out of the zone, and so we'll have a neutral zone faceoff here with 16:44 to go in the second period. Head coach Marty Quarters has used his timeout, and he was displeased after that first, what hockey people would call a bad goal. And I don't think he's really pleased with this other goal as well. Not because his team gave up a goal, but the kind of goal that they gave up. So now at 4-2, the Riverkings trying to get it back. You're going to have it. Peterson, a backhander, and he shoots it right into the chest of Caleb Harris. Peterson scored on a similar play in the first period, a backhander right in front of the net. Everybody going to change out now. 10 fresh players on the ice. Riverkings win the draw. They end up shooting it around the dasher boards. Puck comes in the center of the ice, and Steer steps in. He held the zone for the Riverkings. Peterson got a shot off, but it was off of the stick of one of the Vipers and out of play. Drew Carlson is the head coach of the Vipers, who are off to, after moving up into the Premier Midwest West Division, are in 8th out of 9 teams with 9 points. We'll run down those whole standings for you as we continue on through this second period of play. Steal here by the Riverkings. And a shot whistled high and wide. That was number 22, Kyle Smith, who's got it again. And stepping down is Luke Millis. But now the Vipers get control of it, and they'll pop it out to center. Stepping in is Trevino, and that puck was touched with a high stick, which is of course different than a high sticking penalty. It'll just bring the faceoff down deep into the River King end. They dig away after it, and Carson Bayoff, the Commerce Township, Michigan native, ends up winning the draw. It's shot out, and here go the Vipers on defense to chase. Andy Hoyle. Shot out to center quickly. Moore has it go off of his stick, and he's going to take a hit in the corner because of it. Centering pass with no one there. Centered again through the high slot. Now through traffic and off a stick and out of play. This one's all the way down. They're waving off the icing. Waved off now. Held in at the point. Pitchforked along by Chase McKenzie from Victoria, British Columbia. Beautiful that would be the southwest of Canada, wouldn't it? It's right above our northwest, but they're southwest in Canada. 14:20 remains in period number 2. Hartley holds at the point. Now Stevenson lost it as he was stepping into scoring range. Into the near corner. McKenzie to get there first for the Riverkings. Richard Young gets free. He's coming in with Edwards. Edwards on right wing. Makes the move to the middle on the backhand. He'll get the trailer and a big blast by Steer. Save. He heard the thump off of Harris, who has come in and has settled the game down so far for the Vipers with rock solid play in goal. Peterson goes to the corner. Comes out now along the blue line, still dragging that puck. He shoots, hit the water bottle, but that was behind the goal, hit the net up from the side and popped the water bottle off the top. Look at Peterson with that puck control. He fanned on it, partially fanned on it. And now behind the play, Richard Young and Austin Bergner are having a conversation about the last 4 periods of hockey here at the Southwood County Rec Center. Oh, now we're going to have some penalties. I think they're going to be matching. Yep, they are. Richard Young goes for the Riverkings, and Austin Bergner goes for the Vipers. They are matching coincidental minors, which means we'll have no manpower change, or will we? Are we going to play 4-on-4 here? We are. 4-on-4 hockey. Fleming, Krieger, Peterson, and Steer are the 4 skaters out there for the Riverkings. All sorts of open space here to skate for the next 2 minutes, matching minors. Cole Krieger and Adam Peterson both have goals in this hockey game.
We have all the same penalties. Viper number 9, Austin Berger, received 2 minutes for roughing. Riverking number 27, Richard Young.
Now Peterson on left wing for Krieger, who just shoots it off the near boards. Half a minute into the 4-on-4. Peterson tries to get free but cannot. A good job there by Evan Erdman on defense. Fresh skaters, at least a couple of them. McKenzie's out, and Steer tried to find Krieger in front. Got it onto his stick, but he didn't get a good shot off. So Gibbons turns back, and he's turned away 1-on-2. And we get a whistle with 1 minute exactly left on the matching minors. Zach Hartley gives it to Edwards. Jesse flying down left wing. In behind the goal, puts on the brakes. There's some room here for Stevenson. Fires, and with the glove hand, the save is made by Caleb Harris. Got to give him a lot of credit. He's made, now let me check this, 6 saves. 6 saves in this second period. And allowed the Vipers to get back into the game here at 4-2 down to the Riverkings. Past McKenzie and out of the zone. Hartley steps in. Now he walks in. Tried to feed it over to Stevenson. It was broken up. Now McKenzie on the backhand side. He loses the puck. And shot out to center ahead. There's a man here coming with another, and a wrist shot goes into the near corner off of Lake Powell's stick as he came in with Jake Boyer. Now flying down the other end, Stevenson to get there first. All right, the 4-on-4 is over, and we're back playing 5-on-5 full strength hockey. And we have 11 minutes to go here in the second period. It's 4-2 Riverkings. Moore nearly lost an edge. he did lose the puck. Now they try to get it to Gibbons, and it's stolen away. Luke Millis 1-on-2. He still has control of the puck as he goes to the corner. Trevino steps in through traffic, and Harris saw it, and there's that left-hand catching glove again, making a nice save. That was a tough one, not because it was a hard shot, but because it was through a screen. And he found the puck and he made the save. Now, what's going on here? The referee is... They are not allowing the player change. They are insisting that Ryan Stokes stay on the ice. Boy, you know, you talk about all the things that an official or a linesman has to do. And that's one of them that fans hardly ever think about, which is the situations where a player is not allowed to make a change. And they've got to keep track of who is on the ice and who needs to be on the ice. Harris wheels it around. Smith tries to hold it at the point, and he does. Krachnik goes for it in the near corner. Chipped out to center ice, but turned right back by the Riverkings. Albano in on right wing. 1-on-2 and ridden to the boards. They chip it out, and Powell will chase it, as will Stasny. Onto the stick of Moore, turned right back by Albano. Maselli tried to push it into the zone. He cannot. And the play right now is in center ice, but Maselli steps in. Poor angle shot there that Harris takes in the chest and lets fall down. Making yet another save, his 7th of the period. Steer tries to hold his own and does, but it's quickly moved out by the Vipers. Up front, they got the puck right in front, and oh boy, that puck was loose in the crease. Pachaco has lost his stick. Dom Pachaco is playing without his hockey stick. Vipers hold it. They move it over to Bergner. Bergner tries to get it up onto his stick, but he cannot. And the Riverkings will move it out of the zone and allow Pachaco to get his stick. Fleming deflects it away. Gibbons would have been offside, I believe, anyway. Shot to the far boards where Peterson is trying to push it along, but he's turned back. Fans, right now, the Vipers are the peskier of the teams. They're just getting to the 50-50 pucks and winning those battles right now. And because of that, they're maintaining puck possession and territorial advantage. And now here's Pachaco making a save with 7:59 to go. So in the Midwest, the Premier Midwest Hockey League's Western Division, the Hudson Havoc are out front with 20 points. The Minnesota Moose and the Minnesota Mullets and the Dells Ducks, 3 teams, all are tied for second with 16 points. Then you have the Minnesota Blue Ox, who are in 5th at 14, tied with the Rum River Mallards. The Riverkings just 1 single point behind them at 13 and 7th. Then this Quezon Vipers team at 9, and the Steele County Blades in 9th at 8 points. Turned back in by A and paddle boarded away by Harris. That's not a shot on goal. Peterson moved in front but didn't get a shot on goal there. Hartley will backhand it and hold it in. Riverkings 4 and the Vipers 2. Shot past Hartley, and he'll have to chase all the way down. Hey, here's a 2-on-0 maybe. Is Young onside? He is. Peterson for Young. And back to break it up is Powell. Young and Powell go spilling into the net behind Harris. And what will be the call here? One of the referee is talking to Adam Peterson. Is he explaining why he didn't make a call on that? I think so. There's no one for either team going to the penalty box. Off the draw, Trevino at left point. Now moving with the puck, Richard Young. Vipers end up with it. And they're turned back by Colin Moore. Edwards and Young battle for it and push it into the zone, but quickly, that was incidental contact, but a player from each team spins to the ice. You see shot off the back of one of the Vipers there. Stevenson stripped as he tried to make a play at the blue line. Boy, a lot of players working hard now, breaking in, moving Stevenson to the front. He shot it high. He got Harris down, but he shot it high. Bergner through center. 1-on-4. Drops and chases. Dig away, whistle. Colin Moore is the River King involved. Austin Bergner is the Viper involved. What are they going to do here? Yeah, I think they're going to send them both, or the River King's going to be shorthanded. River Kings are going to be shorthanded here at 5:40 to go in period number 2. So the Vipers down 4-2 look to pull within 1 on the power play. The River Kings haven't given up a lot of shots on goal in the period. That's not the problem. They've only given up 5 shots on goal. And they've well outshot the Vipers. They've done that by a count of 10-5. They've doubled them up on shots. Now we've got the Bergner in also. So it's not going to be a power play at all. It's going to be 4-on-4 hockey again. For the second time tonight, 4-on-4 hockey. Late second period action. They both get roughing. Moore and Bergner both go for roughing. Here's a shot from a bad angle. Now we've got a delayed penalty call. Referee has his arm in the air, and now we're going to get a penalty against the River Kings. So the Vipers will in fact get their power play opportunity. And it's going to be what might be the most advantageous of all power play situations. Raymond Fleming takes the penalty for the River Kings. And that is, it's a 4-on-3. Yeah, I don't know, fans, if you ever watch any NHL hockey, but 4-on-3 power play hockey is among the most exciting action in all of hockey. Shot to the point and out. That one jumped over Boya's stick. Peterson is the forward out there. Hartley and McKenzie are the defensemen in this 4-on-3 power play. In come the Vipers. They move it to the front, but right to the stick of McKenzie. A minute and a half. Now, part of this power play will be 5-on-4. Part of it will be 4-on-3 hockey. Ooh, Peterson nearly had a steal, and he'd been able to move in on goal alone. Here's a chance in front, and a beautiful defensive play by Zach Hartley. And Peterson nearly had a breakaway as Haas fanned on it from the point. Center point there. 15 seconds of 4-on-3, and then we'll have about 40 seconds of 5-on-4 power play for the Vipers. Off the stick of McKenzie, but it does get to Gibbons. Now, one-timer by Haas. Down to block it is McKenzie. He is stung by that, but he did the noble job of blocking that shot. It was a good scoring chance, and he took it away by throwing the body down. 24 seconds here on the penalty kill for the Riverkings. Fresh troops out there. 12 seconds. Puck comes free, man in front, Peterson! And he shot that one up and over the net and out of play. 7 seconds on the Viper power play. And 3:07 to go in the second period. Edwards out to take the draw. Jesse pushes it forward, but Erdman gets it for the Vipers. Boya. Gibbons on right wing. Weak shot in on Pachaco. Past the stick of Steer. Erdman will shoot it right back in. Now they try to get it to the point, and it's kicked in. Vipers able to hold it in. Haas. Now Manson, head of the field. Stevenson after it. Can he come in? He does. He shoots, and that might have hit the glove of Harris. Either that or he just shot it high, but that's the best scoring chance of the period for the Riverkings as Jared McKenzie, the Stockton, California native, on the breakaway. McKenzie holds his own. It comes in front, and then it jumps off the stick of Hartley, and he'll chase back into his own end to get it. Smith will shoot it in. That's not an icing. Puck comes free. Haas will move to right wing with Hartley. Hartley rock solid defensively there to keep him to the outside. Millis lost control of the puck, but McKenzie bats it out of the air. Hands ahead. Here comes the break. Coming in, and a save by Harris on the breakaway by Kratchnik. Now a wrister from out near the blue line by McKenzie is high. Hartley will take a hit as he tries to shoot it back in. Jordan Steer all the way down from center ice and covered by Harris.
Let's try to get that up and help support Riverkings hockey. Buy your 50/50 raffle ticket to raffle be drawn at third period.
Krieger wins the draw to himself. Peterson tried to center it for Krieger or A, but it was blocked at the defense. Now A moves in, and A, who has a couple of assists tonight, shot it wide. To the far boards, and Peterson. He tried to move it in front and had it blocked. Now he's got it, and he moves it, shot it right off the crown of the helmet. That puck is free. Krieger and A are both going for it. A pulls it back. Man down for the Vipers, shot through a huge scrum in front, and it never got through. Peterson's down, Harris is stung. The Vipers head the other way. Final 15 seconds of the period. Picked up by Stevenson, tries to get free, cannot. Albano will shoot it off glass to center, and the period ends with the Riverkings on top by a score of 4-2. So here's the story of the second period. We'll give it to you in two short phrases, one of which is Caleb Harris comes into goal for the Vipers and settles the game down because the Riverkings peppered him with shots. He got 13 shots and he stopped them all. Meanwhile, the Vipers get their second soft goal of the night and tighten it up at 4-2. 4-2 Riverkings. We'll have the third period after this timeout on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Third period. Edwards between Stevenson and Young. Hartley on defense with McKenzie. Riverkings on top 4-2 as this final period begins. At least the final period of regulation time begins. Dom Pacheco is in goal to our left. He has made Stevenson on a right wing, pushed out wide. He's made 21 saves on, he's made 14 saves on 16 shots. McKenzie will be back first to get it for the Riverkings. Edwards past his man. Pressing in was Peterson. Broken up at the defense.